2 games, 1 uninspiring draw, and 1 disappointing defeat. It's safe to say that Finidi George has not started his Super Eagles managerial career on a very good note, and Nigerians are pretty disappointed. And now in the BE Nigeria studios, we'll be giving you our thoughts on what we think about the new manager. So guys, Nigeria under Finidi George, 2 games, no win so far. Guy, just say it how it is. Don't sugarcoat anything. Just say it how it is. What are your thoughts on this guy so far?
You want to go first?
Sorry, go first.
What's of you postponing this thing? Go first. Anybody can go.
The story has been boiling. I want to.
Okay. Let's keep the fire burning.
See. First of all, I would want to first give Finidi this small grace, right? The fact that he's just coming to the team and he's not really had time. I mean, we know how internationals are. You don't really have enough time to train with the players and really put your philosophy into it. But the thing is,
sorry to interrupt you.
I know what you want to say.
You mentioned philosophy now.
I know.
Finidi George does not
He
have a
says
philosophy. He said there is
winning.
nothing about formation for him. Formation does not exist, just vibes.
Yeah, winning. He said he's
So what philosophy does he have?
to win now.
Okay.
But he has not been able to put that winning
Okay.
philosophy, you
No,
understand?
but he has a win, although it's not.
What win is that?
When we
Friendly.
defeated yesterday friendly against Ghana.
We are talking
Against who?
about games where it matters.
Against
who?
which country?
Ghana.
That's the team that's
Ghana. You think Ghana?
They went to the World Cup and he did not go. Just
That
remember that.
doesn't-
And then what
that
did they do in the
what
World
did they do
Cup?
at
Were
the
they not
World Cup?
embarrassed?
At least just enter the World Cup
No,
first
they
now.
don't
Because
do
like
that.
now
There's
we
no
want to go
point.
to the World Cup 2026. Whether we go through the back door, through the front door, the most important thing is just enter that door.
And Ghana only got there because they came to draw with us in Abuja. That
So,
year,
Why didn't you score
I beg.
extra?
See, but let's talk about Finidi George holistically. Let's talk about the 2 games that we've seen in the World Cup qualifiers. I tend to be more. I've tried to be objective and look at 2 games from a very unbiased standpoint. And from what I could see, to me, I can't really blame any players. All I see is a coaching problem.
Yes, I agree.
All I see is a coaching problem or a lack of it, or maybe there is no coach.
I think he's a bit of both. Firstly, I would want to look at Finidi, and I think he did too much overthinking with his squad because you play players in their natural position and it gives them a lot
Are
of
we
problems.
doing this Pep Guardiola thing where we say he overthought it?
No,
Don't
do you know why he said?
even
No, do you know why he
disagree.
said he overthought
Don't
it? Let's not
disagree.
forget that he was with Super Eagles at the AFCON when Jose Pesero was still the manager. That's the coach.
So he
of the
knows
Super-
these players
So
very
it's
well.
not like they are new players to
Exactly.
his setting. So you already understand them, and you know that this is a very important game for the country. 2 games you need to play, and it's like we are not supposed to make any errors, despite us making blunders. I'll call the 2 games blunders because drawing to South Africa and then losing to Benin Republic of all countries. The tweaking was too much, and all you look at starting Paul Onuachu. I will always say the wingers we have are not ready to cross the ball. Lookman is not ready to cross the ball. If you look at him in that first game against South Africa, I would say he held on the ball for too long. Yes, he's the current.
They're inverted.
No, you're
Of
inverted,
course.
but there's a reason why you have a center forward, and everyone knows that Onuachu thrives aerially. You need to cross those balls to him. He's not like kind of Victor Osimhen that will track back, fight for the ball, and come in. And that was why Onuachu started.
Well,
If we could see the time he
Here's
had
the
that,
thing, though.
he had a good cross from Ademola
But yes,
Lookman.
how do you
He had-
expect Chukwueze, who is on the right, cutting into his left,
That's the
to
problem.
cross? What is more likely to do, and the kind of player he is, Chukwueze is the kind of player that will cut and play to you. You give him back the ball. He plays ball
That's
to
what-
feet,
that's-
1-2s
that's
and
what-
things
that's
like
what
that. That's what
almost-
Lookman too also
Yeah.
thrives off.
And that
Lookman
led
tries.
to the goal
These are
for
not-
No,
Onyedika.
but we're talking
Onyedika
about
against Benin.
Exactly.
But we know and I also feel I was thinking when I saw that starting line, I was thinking Kelechi was going to play closer to
To the
Onuachu.
box. Yes.
Closer because that was
You
my
also put
thought
Kelechi
when I
here
saw
and
it.
you are
But
playing
then
Onuachu.
that's why I said the
Whoa.
overthinking was too much.
I personally even think we are worrying about the wrong things. Everybody is talking about the attack. I'm worried about the defense. You cannot start
the midfield.
Ajayi and Bassett. You cannot start 2 slow defenders as your CB pairing. It cannot work.
Even
It's-
beyond
cannot work.
slowness, even when we are bringing the ball out of defense, his tactics seem to be give the ball to Calvin Bassey and let him hoof to Onuachu. First of all, that's a terrible strategy. Hoofing to Onuachu. Terrible. Okay, it helped us to win a few fouls and whatever, but it did nothing for us. We just kept giving ball away. Secondly, Basi cannot play long balls. He cannot pass. Why are you making him play those kind of... Like, it's ridiculous. You are not using your midfield. You are bypassing your midfield. You have 3 midfielders and you are bypassing them to play long balls to Onuachu. But another thing is, you talked about him at AFCON. Like, he was at AFCON. He saw...
Yeah.
So he obviously watched the game against South Africa. Right there in the stadium, right? And remember what he said at press conference, what we are seeing from outside, blah blah blah.
But definitely it's true. When you watch games, you see more than the coach. That's why I know when we played against Lesotho at Uyo, Jose Pesero's other assistant was top at the top row with us there that the media stand is. So you would see him with the gadgets. He tries to communicate with.
So if you are going to play South Africa,
because
and you played South Africa some months ago in the semi-final of AFCON, maybe you go and watch the match again to understand your opponent. Do you know that South Africa were doing the same thing they did at AFCON that was catching us? There was this long ball they used to play.
That was what they did.
But it's normal for those things to happen. It's like us knowing a Pep Guardiola's team. We know how it's going to always set up. But then he's still fine. Even you still. No, let's not make it look at it. No, when we keep saying this is South Africa.
But even as much as people expect things from Pep, there have been people that have forced Pep to have to tweak things in games.
Yes, but you know that most times Pep still goes with his strategy.
You know when they say you don't know what you have until you lose it. I'm sorry, Pesero. I'm apologizing to Pesero.
Pesero?
Yes,
no, I'm not apologizing to Pesero.
I will choose Pesero ball. I will choose Pesero
Because
ball over this thing I'm watching
wrong.
right
No,
now. I will choose Pesero ball. We are not conceding goals. We are not conceding. At least we are not conceding like
no,
this.
we were. No,
we are not this bad. In AFCON, I can literally tell you that they will not score us more than one goal.
Let's not
forget. It's not about success as brothers and sisters. I will choose Pesero ball over this.
Prior to the AFCON, he
After
was
Pesero's
not
games,
doing
Pesero
well.
will tell you what went wrong. Did you see Finidi George's interview? Did you see his post-match conference? No aura, no steez, no nothing. Just vibes. We just want to win. Come on, you are the coach. I'm apologizing to Pesero. I'm apologizing to Geno. You remember who was Bennett's coach now?
That's better.
Yes, Geno.
That's better.
Did you see the smile on his face after the game?
For me, Geno is one of that best managers we've had, and also the longest.
This thing is bringing. I don't want to sound. I'm a very patriotic Nigerian.
Central African Republic.
I'm a very patriotic Nigerian.
Any 11 from Surulere.
But when you keep on doing the same thing every time and you are not seeing results, you need to change. I'm a very patriotic Nigerian, but please, these local managers.
It's not even about
they are
that.
They are not doing anything.
It's not about
I don't
that.
think it's about
that. It's part of it because Finidi George, on no basis, the only reason he put in Sadiq Ismail was because of the clamour. In quotes.
To be fair, I wanted to cross.
What
Sadiq has it's not about that. See,
pressure got to him.
Yeah.
Sadiq's let's remember that game.
You brought in Tanimu and you put him at right back.
That's the problem. I was even saying Tanimu, like the first game against South Africa, I think he was fantastic. But
he had a good game against South Africa.
Then the game
against
too.
Benin was
normally I felt he would have been played in his natural position. That's his defense. That he's a center back.
Yeah,
that's where he tries better. And if you notice at some point he feels like he might not really know what to do at some point. You see him try to track front and then come back because it's not really gelling. But I'll still fault Finidi. He's Definitely. The manager, and you can't say you don't know this.
Then why take Boniface if you are not going to start him in both games?
But if you see, I'll give him a slack for that. Do you know why? I'll give him a slack for Boniface because if you even see when Boniface played in the second game against Benin Republic, you would see that maybe he was not really good at training because he
used him horrendously.
No, there's nothing like horrendous. Boniface
strives with the ball to feet,
but he's not taking away. He's not a learner.
He subbed off Iwobi, so now we have two CMs, two midfielders in Ndidi and Onyedika, right? And then there was nobody else in the hole. Then you now bring Boniface, and then you are crossing the ball. Obviously, Boniface is not going to thrive in that situation. You know what would have happened if he had played Boniface in that first game, where he played Iheanacho and Lookman, would have seen so much more because those guys like ball to feet, and they're players that will play with you. Onuachu does not have that skill set.
I don't know.
To play,
See, I just feel like
drop deep.
I just feel like
play
there's still time. We just brought him in. How much really like? How much do they need to sack him now? There's still time to sack him.
No,
There's still time to sack him and bring in somebody else. Don't be emotional.
No, it's not about
Don't
being
be
emotional. Truly, there's a lot of time, and any decision
There's still
can
time
be
to
taken.
sack him now.
Why we have
Finidi
AFCON
George should be
qualifiers
sacked.
in
He's
September,
not good
then the
enough.
next
He has
World
no
Cup qualifiers is
charisma.
March.
He has no plan. He has
played
nothing.
He has played only 2 games.
That's why they can sack him easily. Because the
Then
players
you
have
call
no
it
emotional
competitive
attachment
is
to him
too
or
The only,
anything.
the only reason why
in
I would
general.
support a sack is that from what I've seen of like his tactical whatever with the Super Eagles, like his subs are all wrong. He's starting a selection wrong. His tactics wrong, and he bypasses the midfield. I don't respect
let's not
managers
prolong
who
it.
bypass the midfield.
Finidi
I
George,
don't.
sack or give more time.
It's a precarious situation.
Just pick one. Just
Anybody
pick
will
one.
bring.
That's
Just
like
pick
a
one.
politician.
Just don't be a politician here. Pick one.
No,
Sack or give more time.
That's too difficult.
You did not go for the last
So
World
if
Cup,
you are-
and
if
you
you
might
are-
not go for the next one.
No, but it doesn't
If you are
still
in charge
change. Even
of
if you bring another manager,
Okay.
it's still not cast in stone
okay,
that will go
so
for the
that means
next World Cup.
you'll keep him. You'll keep him.
Since we've
I'll
already
keep him.
started with him,
When we
right?
don't qualify for World Cup, I know those that will blame. Cerebroni, sack or keep.
Finidi?
Yeah.
That's a very difficult question.
It's not
Thank you for
difficult.
that question.
It's not difficult.
Thank you for that
Just
question.
answer. It's not difficult.
Obviously, I'm not a fan of what I saw, and I don't. There are no signs that it will get better in terms of like his coaching.
Yeah.
When you see a manager that maybe is held back by not having much time with the players, you will know. When you see a manager that is held back by his own inability and to deliver and his limitedness, then you will know. And I think that Finidi looks very limited tactically, and he also seems to be wanting to prove a point, because from the press conference, John
Nigerians
Oswell
should
was saying all
let me do
those
my
things,
job.
Nigerians,
No,
and
but
then
it's
after the
not
second
easy to
game,
deal
he
with
was now-
pressure.
He was now calm because he was humbled. How can I lose to Benin Republic?
No, but I think when you say how can I lose to Benin Republic, let's not
So
forget.
that means
there's no
that means you
rookies
sack him
again.
now. You sack him,
Yeah?
yeah. You sack him.
If I'm sacking him though, I'll sack all the people that were involved in hiring him in the first place, because obviously they didn't do their homework. And I feel like they jumped the gun. It's too early to be hiring Finidi. You have to give him time to, build his own capacity. It's just like what happened to Chelsea and Lampard.
Yeah. All right. So that means you're sacking him. For me, my answer is pretty
I don't
obvious.
know.
Sack him right now.
Yeah,
as we
desperate
as we are
situation.
here.
We
Just
cannot
sack him
afford,
right now.
We don't have any margin for error.
Yeah.
Again.
So we just
But
need
now.
to
we're
understand.
making it look like it's just Finidi that put us in this situation.
It's not.
Come on.
It's not the
It's
only
not
one.
him, but he's
Pesero,
not the one.
It's not the one
He's not the
Drake
one
was
to
out
save us anyways. So we just need to make sure our fortunes get back on a positive note, because now as it stands, the Super Eagles are at a big risk of missing out on the World Cup once again. Where are we on the table now? Where are we, guys?
I think
We
we're
are
fifth.
almost
Fifth.
last.
We are almost last.
We are higher than
For the
Zimbabwe.
so-called giants of Africa, we are among the dwarfs in Group C right now, and it's not looking good at all. Except we can turn our fortunes around. Myself and Cerebroni don't think Finidi George is the man to do
But
just
what do you
that.
think can change?
Nothing can change.
What do we need to
There
change
is no just
apart from the coach?
apart from the coach.
Yes.
That
I
once
heard
the
of-
coach will change, everything will.
But
get
I don't
better.
think we're making it look very easy. We're not. We have a South Africa. You also have. Look at. Imagine that group we still have.
Yeah.
Benin Republic is having 7 points.
Rwanda 7 points. Rwanda.
It's to show you how strong it can be and how tricky. It's like saying you see a group and you feel it's
Can
going
you
to
name
be
one
easy.
player in Rwanda? One
Why,
Rwanda.
what am I doing there? What am I doing there now?
But we have Enyimba player is there and former player and he's the highest goal scorer.
Isn't it? You know what? At this point, I think you'll be named the next Super Eagles coach, or you'll be named Finidi
No, I'll
George's
do a good
assistant,
job.
or you'll be his assistant at this point. Since you are supporting him so much, you don't want us to qualify for the World Cup. No,
No, I'm saying that it's definitely. I criticize him. I said he was overthinking with his
No, that's not
selections and all.
criticism. No, that overthinking is not criticism at all.
Anyways,
You are trying to
at this
tell us
point-
that he could have done better
At this
by
point-
himself.
at
And
this point,
it's very obvious that he couldn't have.
Couldn't he have
He
done
can't have it
better?
in him.
Yeah,
No,
see,
you
at this point-
are giving him that
Couldn't
pep
he have
treatment.
done
I don't
better?
like it. Overthought. That means that he actually could have you know.
Yes, you could have added one Maggi and salt.
Finidi George will be happy to watch this video because somebody is supporting him at least. But
Finidi, you are my hero from
myself and Cerebroni, we have the
winner.
opinion that this guy needs to go, and we would like you, our subscribers, to join us in the conversation below and let us know your thoughts on this divisive matter. Should Finidi George stay, or should we give him more time with the Super Eagles to prove himself, or maybe to turn the fortunes around? We'll just have to see how that happens, because if he doesn't get it right, that means the Giants of Africa will be missing out on yet another important World Cup. How many times is the first now?
It will be back to back.
Back to back.
USA, Canada.
Come on, Italy did not qualify for the World Cup. Italy did not qualify for the World Cup.
Not many Nigerians are there. Nigerians will show up in mass.
Italy did not qualify for the World Cup. Did anybody kill them?
2 World Cups.
And on that note, because of what Etine is saying, we'll have to end it right now, because I'm going to get angry because of what she's saying. Until we come your way next time, guys.